Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Xavier here again, and I'm going to break down everything I did in the market last month, what worked, what didn't work, and then what I'm going to be doing this month of June. So if you're selling puts, running spreads, or just trying to beat the S&P, this is for you. Let's go ahead and start last month with my trading log. I won 41 trades, I lost one, and the one I lost is something that I want everybody know about. I'm not going to hide it. I lost about $1,000 yesterday, and this was on a credit spread. So I could have made, 6,600 bucks. But I'm going to tell you what happened. This was Apple. What I did was run a credit spread instead of a cash secure put. Apple was trending down, and I got a little bit too greedy before I should have done my entry. So Apple went. Let's just go. I got in. I got in a little bit too over leveraged. I got in probably a week ago. Went down to 200, and then it shot back up, and then the next day it tanked, and then it stayed down here. I ran a credit 20. I think it was a 202.5 to 197.5. So it was a $5 spread, 3 to 1, 6 contracts, and I waited way too long to let this trade to exit the trade. And I also did something I shouldn't be doing. I broke one of my rules. I did a 2 weeks until it expired. When I always say 45 days, backed by data, that's the best. 45 days. I still stuck with I think I did a 25 delta on that, and it's still. I exited the trade because I was down at one point, and then Apple actually finished a little bit above. So I could have broke even, but this was at like 220, and I just didn't want to risk losing any more money, so I had to buy back. It kind of hurt, and then I sold my covered call. I sold all my shares of NVIDIA. I bought NVIDIA at an average price of 126, and with premium, I sold the strike. I think it was a 130 strike, but with premium and everything, my average was 137. So that's what's kind of cool about premium. Let's see what when it closed yesterday, 134. I actually sold it higher than the value of what it's worth. So that's what's awesome about premium. So yeah, I lost 1,000, and my Nvidia trade would have been a lot more sweet if I didn't do this. That's fine. As you can see, most of my strategies is just selling puts, a couple credit spreads. I did a leaps call. A leaps call is where you buy an option. That's the only time I ever buy options. You can do what you want, but I recommend it because you're buying, let's say, 100 strike, which is the price of the stock, around a year out or 7 or 8 months out. If I buy Nvidia at $100 a year out from now, which most people would say that Nvidia is going to be worth more, that contract you can execute or just sell it. If Nvidia hits 160, imagine buying the shares for $100, right? That would feel nice. So mostly what I did last month was sell puts, like I always say, and this is all real data. These are all my actual trades. You can see everything I ever traded. It all matches it right up. The point is, I didn't stick to my rules, which my rules aren't on here, but they're on my other. But my goal was 5,000. I hit it, but I really was shooting for the 6,000. This month, I'm gonna try to hit 6,000. I focus mainly on cash secured puts. That's my bread and butter, as y'all know. And stay disciplined about closing early. I didn't let greed blow up my profits. And besides that one, and I closed most of my trades at 30 to 50. Here's what I'm changing this month. I am going to be holding about 10% of my cash in my account minimum, and I will be selling puts on stocks that I like. watching the RSI plus earnings dates, the hawk, because earnings dates can screw you. Sometimes the news can screw you with Apple, and then focusing. I'm just gonna focus tighter on four core stocks that I personally. One being Palantir. They have a strong trend, and I love market beat because you can really look at a lot of the stock analysis, what people are saying about the stock. You can look at the financials and just get a better idea of what the stock will do over the next few years or over the next term of your contract. So I'm doing Palantir. I'm also going to be sticking with NVDA. Same thing again, you can look at the analytics. You can look at the earnings. You can look at financials. They just had earnings, and of course, they did well again. And short interest. This is just a really good site to get information from because as a business analyst guy myself, I have a bachelor's of science and I'm a big analytics probability guy. The more you read up on it, the more you can understand what you're actually investing in. Right? Because if you sell puts and it doesn't go your way, as in you get assigned the contract, which is still fine, you're still confident in your ability to make money in the long term. So HIMS and Hers is another one. This stock is really doing well in the healthcare industry. I'm going to be messing with that. Probably mostly credit spreads. I'm going to be doing probably about 10% of my cash in like selling puts on these companies. I'm going to do 80% selling puts on these companies, and then I'm going to do another 10% credit spreads. Which, if you have a smaller account, you can sell puts instead of buying options within a defined risk. As in my other videos, I go over it, and then Hood, which is another one, Robinhood. I'm pretty bullish on the stock just because I think they're one of the better financial brokers, and they're doing very well last 90 days and even 30 days. They're crushing it. I think a lot of people talk about SoFi and how well SoFi is going to do, but I think the main focus should be on Robinhood if you're looking into. So that's kind of the plan. Um, about 10K cash, 80K in stocks, and then maybe 5K in credit spread. The wheel strategy on Palantir, so selling puts for calls. I'll use credit spreads more tactically, especially after what I went through last month. That's a big lesson to learn, and I want people to understand and learn from my lessons. That way, you're not losing something like that, which is for me that was about 1%. It sucks, but it's all good. And then every Sunday, I'm gonna be reviewing my trades, refining my plan, and log public to stay accountable. People, you can see futures on Sunday PM is when you'll be able to see like, what the stock's actually doing in real time. This helped. Just give it a like, subscribe if you want weekly trade breakdowns and updates like this. And if you just want news on how to implement trading so that you're not investing in a Roth and waiting to be 70 years old to start enjoying your life, subscribe. So drop a comment if you're trading any of the same names or if you want me to break down your strategy in a future video. Until next time, trade smart, stay focused, and don't let the Fugazi get you or trick you. Okay? Stick to your rules and strategy. And I hope everybody has a good month this month.